Good evening, children. The chapter heat is included in the syllabus, but it is not started yet. So, our today's lesson is heat. If you rub your palms, after some time, you can feel that your palms become hot. Okay, that means some types of energy is stored in the palms. Okay, and that type of the palms become hot due to that type of energy. That energy is called heat. So what is heat? Heat is a form of energy. Heat is a form of energy that causes the sensation of hotness or coldness of a body. That causes the sensation of hotness or coldness of a body. Okay. Another another term arises here, temperature. Heat is a energy, heat is a form of energy. If a body absorbs heat from outside, it becomes hot. If it gives up heat to the surroundings, then the body becomes cold. Temperature. Temperature means suppose the scale is considered. Okay, if you touch the scale, you can feel whether the
Start.
another term arises. Another term, that is temperature. Heat means that is one type of energy. If a body absorbs some amount of heat, then the body becomes hot. If the body gives up some amount of heat, then the body becomes cold. Temperature. Now, if you touch any substance, you can feel whether the body is hot or cold. Clear? So, temperature means it is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a body. What is temperature? That means it is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of a body. Measure of degree of hotness or coldness means if a body is hot or if a body is cold, what is the degree of hotness or coldness of that body? It is measured by the term temperature. Clear? That means temperature can determine whether the body will absorb heat or whether the body will absorb heat or will give up heat to the surroundings. Okay, so we can conclude that heat is the cause and temperature is its heat is the cause and temperature is its effect. Means why heat is the cause? At first some amount of heat energy is stored in the body, then we can measure the degree of hotness of the body, or some amount of heat energy is extracted from the body, and then we can measure the degree of coldness of the body. So which one comes first? Heat comes first, so heat is the cause, and which one comes next? Temperature comes next. So temperature is the effect of heat. Heat is the cause and temperature is its effect. Understood? Next topic. Unit of heat. in the chapter measurement, we had discussed about the CGS unit and SI units of some physical quantities. Heat is another type of physical quantity, so it has the CGS unit and SI unit both. So CGS unit of heat. CGS unit of heat is calorie. In short, we can write CAL, cal. Clear? Number 2, SI unit. SI unit of heat. SI unit of heat is joule. In short, we write as J, big J. Okay? The unit, CGS unit of heat is calorie and SI unit of heat is joule. Now, there should be a relation between CGS and SI units of heat. What is the relation? So, our next topic, relation between calorie and joule. 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. Memorize the relation. 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. This is the CGS relation between CGS and SI units of heat. Okay, so 4.2 joule is equal to 1 calories. We can easily find the reverse relation. How? 4.2 joule is equal to 1 calorie. At the unitary method, therefore 1 joule is equal to 1 by 4.2 calorie. Approximate value is 0.24 calorie. Okay, 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. So 1 joule is equal to 1 by 4.2 calorie means approximate value is 0.24 calorie. These two relations means only one relation. This is the reverse relation of the first one. Memorize these two relations. These two relations are required for solving some numericals. Next topic. Measuring instruments. Of heat and measuring instruments of heat and temperature. Number 1, heat is measured by calorimeter. Number 2, temperature is measured by thermometer. Ordinary thermometer is used to measure the temperature of a body, but the temperature of human body is measured by one type of special thermometer that is known as clinical thermometer. So clinical thermometer is a type of thermometer that is used to measure the temperature of human body. Is used to measure the temperature of human body. Clear? Heat is measured by calorimeter. So calorimeter is the measuring instrument for measuring heat. Temperature is measured by thermometer. So thermometer is the measuring instrument to measure temperature. Clinical thermometer is one type of thermometer that is used to measure the temperature of human body. Okay, the normal temperature of human body is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. That is the normal temperature of human body. Understood? Next topic. Is temperature scale. Next topic is temperature scale. Generally, three types of temperature scales are used. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1, Celsius scale. Number 2, Fahrenheit scale. Number 3, if the temperature of a body is measured in Celsius scale, the unit of temperature is represented by degree C. C will be in capital letter. Okay. If the temperature of a body is measured in Fahrenheit scale, the corresponding unit will be degree F. Okay. And if the temperature of a body is measured in Kelvin scale, the corresponding temperature is the corresponding unit is K, but degree K is wrong. Don't write degree K, only K. Degree C in Celsius scale, degree F in Fahrenheit scale, and K only K in Kelvin scale. Understood? So temperature scale, let us discuss it elaborately. We all know that the straight line, any straight line or any length is measured by linear scale or meter scale. So if a meter scale, I am drawing a meter scale starting from 0. Okay, meter scale starting from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 centimeter. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 centimeter and so on. Okay, like this scale is used to measure the physical quantity length, right? Linear scale or meter scale, that is the measuring instrument that is used to measure length. Here, like this, temperature is measured by 3 types of scales. Temperature scale in general form, suppose this vertical line represents a temperature scale. Okay, in a linear scale, one starting point is there, that is 0 centimeter. Like this, a starting point is present here also. Okay, an ending point is also present. Okay, how to fix the starting point and ending point? The freezing point of water is considered as the starting point. Okay, it is called lower fixed point. The starting point of a temperature scale is called lower fixed point. So this point is lower fixed point. Okay, similarly, ending point, that is the boiling point of water, is the ending point of the temperature scale. It is called upper fixed point. What is freezing point? What is boiling point? Freezing point means the temperature at which water turns into ice, that is called freezing point, and that is the lower fixed point of a temperature scale. Okay, boiling point means the temperature at which the water changes its form from liquid state to gaseous state, that means in steam, is called boiling point of water, and boiling point of water is the upper fixed point of a temperature scale. So this point is lower fixed point and this point is upper fixed point. Clear? There is a numerical value of upper fixed point. There is another numerical value of the lower fixed point. So we can take the difference between the two numerical values. Okay. The corresponding difference between upper fixed point and lower fixed point is called the fundamental interval of the temperature scale. So fundamental interval is equal to upper fixed point minus lower fixed. So what is fundamental interval? In the diagram, here in the diagram, the difference between upper fixed point and lower fixed point, this difference is called fundamental interval. Okay, this is the general construction of a temperature scale. Lower fixed point, that is freezing point of water. Upper fixed point, that is boiling point of water. Fundamental interval, that is the difference between upper fixed point and lower fixed point of that particular temperature scale. Clear, children? So next day we will discuss about the three different temperature scales, that is Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale, and there is a relation among the three scales. Next day we will discuss about this. Today we will stop here, and in next class we will start the next topic. Thank you, children.